Welcome students. Now we are starting our second chapter, that is nutrition in animals. Now in this chapter we have to know that what is nutrition and how does nutrition occurs in animal. So as all of you know that nutrition includes the nutrient requirement, mode of taking food and utilization by its body. Now, you have already studied about the different nutrients present in the food. Now, for this, a process digestion occurs. Nutrition actually it consists of 5 stages. One is known as ingestion, second one is known as digestion, third one is absorption and assimilation, last one is known as egestion. Now, digestion means the breaking down of food material from the complex to their simpler one is known as digestion. Now, here names of some animals are given, kind of food and the mode of taking is also given in this chart which we can study. Now, it is also depicted by diagrams here. Again, you have to study that how does the digestion occur in human being. For this, you have to know that digestion occurs in human being with the help of digestive system. Digestive system includes two things. One is known as alimentary canal, another one is known as digestive glands. Now you can see here in this diagram, as you can see here, the digestive system starts from the mouth, and from this mouth there are several glands attached with it, that is known as salivary gland. Now, mouth is also it opens into a cavity-like structure known as buccal cavity, which contain teeth, tongue. Now, there are several specific functions of teeth and tongue which you have to study later on. Now, this mouth cavity or buccal cavity opens into another pipe-like structure which is known as esophagus. Esophagus, again it opens into the bag-like structure known as stomach, where the largest gland of human body, liver, also opens through. Liver and the gallbladder, both of these two opens through a common bile duct in first part of the small intestine, that is known as duodenum. Duodenum, it arises from the stomach. Stomach से क्या निकल small intestine, C-shaped small intestine. From one side, another gland also opens here, that is known as pancreas. So, stomach opens into the small intestine. Now, this small intestine is actually the largest internal organ. Now, you can see here, it is of about 7 to 7.5 meters in length. First part is known as duodenum, in which 3 glands open: liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Again, this small intestine, it joins with the large intestine, and at their joining point, a small structure is present known as appendix. This large intestine, it has also 3 parts, that is colon, rectum and anus, and this digestive system, it completes at anus. Now, in next slide, you will study about the mouth cavity. Now, in mouth cavity, you can see here that tongue and the teeth, they are the accessory organs which help in the digestion. Now, in our buccal cavity, 4 types of teeth are present. First is known as incisor, second one is known as canine, third one is known as premolars and then molars, and in the center tongue is present. Tongue has also several areas and taste buds. Now, the first area where the taste buds are present, they can identify our sweet taste, then salty, sour, and last one is taste buds of bitterness. Now, you can see here a chart by which how many teeth are present in our mouth is also shown. Now, you can see here that in our lower jaw and upper jaw, there are four incisors. Canine, 2. Now premolars and molars collectively, they are 10 and 10. Total there are 32 numbers of teeth. That is 8 incisors, 4 canines and 20 molars and premolars. Now, how does digestion occurs? Digestion starts from our mouth. In our mouth, whenever food enters in our mouth, salivary gland, they secrete saliva which acts on the food and digests the carbohydrate portion. Now the food reaches to the stomach through the esophagus. In the stomach, there are several digestive juices and hydrochloric acid and mucus which helps in the digestion of the protein inside our stomach. So basically, protein is broken down into smaller particles in the stomach. Mucus, it protects the wall of stomach from the acid. Now the food reaches to the small intestine. Small intestine is the largest internal organ of our body. It secretes several digestive juices which help upon that food. Now, the liver is the largest gland which secretes several hormones. Besides this, bile juice which is stored in the gallbladder. One very important question here, that where bile is produced. Now you have to note it down that bile is produced in liver and stored in gallbladder, and it helps in the digestion of fat component of our food. Pancreas also secretes several pancreatic juices which breaks carbohydrates and proteins. Now the intestinal juice completes the digestion of all food nutrients, that is carbohydrate, fats and proteins. Carbohydrate is broken down into glucose. Fat is broken down into fatty acid and glycerol, and protein into the amino acid. Now, these are the pictures of several organs, that is the organs of our digestive system. Now, next very important thing, after the digestion, food is absorbed in small intestine through a special organ, that is the wall of the small intestine. It has several finger like projections which are known as villi. These villi increases the surface area for the process of absorption, and here absorption occurs. This is the diagram of villi, microvilli, which helps in the absorption of digested food. Now the digested food is absorbed and reaches into our blood, from where it is transported to each and every cell of our body. Now the last organ of our digestive system, that is the large intestine, where the water and the salts, they are again absorbed, and the remaining waste material, it passes into the rectum and remains as fecus. And lastly, it will be ejected from anus time to time. This process is known as egestion. Another very important thing in your chapter is given that the digestion is grass eating animals. For example, in cow. So you can see here that cow, they are known as ruminants. And here, why they are known as ruminants? Because they have a special process known as rumination. Grass eating animals, for example cows, buffalo, they easily swallow the food. First they swallow the food, and again it is stored in the part of our stomach called rumen, where it is partially digested and known as cud. Whenever after some time this cud is brought back into their mouth in small lumps and chewed again, this process is known as rumination. Now the chewed food then passes into a small sac-like structure between the small intestine and large intestine, where the cellulose in the grass-eating animals, it is digested with the help of some bacteria. Now, another very important thing, is the feeding and digestion in amoeba. Amoeba, as all of you know, is a single cell animal and present in the water. Now, this cell completes its digestion in itself. Now, cell has a cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus, and this diagram is very important. You have to draw it. The cell amoeba has a quality to capture its food through the false feet known as pseudopodia, and then it is stored in food vacuole where the several digestive enzymes act on it and it get absorbed in the body of the amoeba. Lastly, the undigested food material is ejected again with the help of pseudopodia from this vacuole. Now, next very important thing is several activities which is given in this PDF form. So you have to do all these activities in your copy and submit. Now good luck to all of you. Thank you.